Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by to see what I have going on today. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. Hey lovies, we are going to be doing some fun DIYs for you today. Of course, they're Christmas inspired. And we're going to be using some fun items and affordable items. But first I want to say, hey Brenda girl, thank you for sharing your crafts with me. I absolutely adore them. I am so glad you found some inspiration from my channel. And girl, I have to tell you, I am loving the bows. I'm so jealous. But thank you so much for always coming back to ride with me and again sharing your beautiful crafts. Lovies, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just note those comments are only desired and not required, just because I absolutely love to talk with you guys after each video. And yes, I'm coming back again this week with my girl Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating. We are collabing yet again. I love it. I love it every time we get to come together. I will have her information in my description box below. But guys, let's go ahead and get ready for these fun DIYs I have for you today. We're going to be doing 4 items, all right? So we challenged ourselves to use paint stir sticks in our DIYs, and I have been wanting to do a barn door for some time, a farmhouse barn door, and I was like, all right, we're gonna do paint stir sticks. I'm gonna do a barn door. You guys have seen it on Pinterest, on YouTube, all over the place, so it's nothing new, but it's a first for me, so it's new to me. So what you see I'm doing here is I took some of the 21 inch size stir sticks. I glued 3 of them together using wood glue and hot glue. Then I took the 12-inch ones, I cut down the handles, and then I put it down to about 10 inches in length. I'm taking this oval shaped piece of unfinished wood that I got from Dollar Tree, as well as the chunkier slates here. Those are the 10-inch ones. They also came from Dollar Tree. So right here, what you see I'm doing is I'm just laying it out because I wanted to get a feel of what I wanted to, do. And so I ultimately thought I was going to use those 10-inch or 12-inch paint stir sticks, but I didn't like the look of it. I decided to go with one of my half dowel rods that I picked up from woodpeckerscrafts.com. I cut that down to 10 inches, and I really like the way it came together. So that's what you guys will see that I'm doing here, is basically cutting it down to match the size of those smaller paint stir sticks. I'm going to use my miter shears. And if you don't have miter shears, they're probably the most affordable. They do have miter saws, which runs about $11, $12. My shears, I want to say maybe came to $15. I think it's been so long. But and they also have the actual miter saw, the little miniature miter saw, which is phenomenal for items like this. But I just didn't feel like pulling it out and doing all that stuff. So I just went for the miter shears, and it worked out perfectly. So that's literally what you see I'm doing here, is just measuring out everything where I need to make my cuts. And I was super impressed, guys, because I did not have to go back and recut them. What? You heard me right, girl. She did something. But that's all I'm doing here and laying it out. And then next you guys will see where I go in and I add the handle. Now those handles I picked up in a pack from Amazon some years ago, and I want to say it was like 25 that came in a pack, and it was like $12, if that. It might have been less, but I honestly don't know. I've used them in several projects, and it should be now over 3 years. Now, I did also opt to leave the handles on the larger paint stir sticks because I needed the length here. And we are going to cover that up with the oval shape. So I wasn't too concerned about it. And it did add a little definition to it at the end of the day. So I was okay with that. If it's not your jam, if you choose to recreate this, by all means, remove the handles and keep going. It's not going to hurt the project, I promise. And then what I'm doing here is taking some more of that wood glue. I am using the wood glue from Dollar Tree. I'm also taking some hot glue just for that, immediate hole. And I'm lining up 5 of the paint stir sticks, and then it's going to be a count of 7, but the 2 on the end are in the stack of 3s that I put together. So I wanted to have a little bit of depth there. I didn't want it to be all one flat surface. So that's why I opted to do it this way. And guys, it really came together very nice. It looked very rustic and charming. I was going to try the crackle effect, but it was late. I was tired. And I was just like, you know what? If that messes, if it messes the project up, or if it messes the project up, I guess I should say, blah, 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 I can't talk. If it messed the project up, I was not gonna, want to go back and try and fix it that late in the night or early in the morning. So I was like, you know what? I'm chicken little, so I chickened out, and we'll try that crackle effect on another DIY some other day. But right here, it's coming together, and I'll tell you guys, these large sticks, they had a lot of splinters in them. I'm like, I tore my fingers up. I'm like, yo, back up, you're hurting me. But I sanded down. I did a lot of sanding, but I did not keep that in here, guys, because it was way too much. And this was kind of my first time that they've been this, they've been this jagged. But I made it work, and at the end of the day, it was all good. It came together as it should have. And here I'm laying out my half dowels to make that X sign. Now, I did forget to cut down a third one, and it was a lot of footage to this part too, because I was trying to do the decorations and whatnot, and I'm like, why is this not looking right? This is not what I envisioned, and I just could not figure out what I was missing. And then finally, in the final hour, as always, I realized, I was like, oh, you forgot the third half dowel to go across the top of the X. And you'll see I'll do that in a few minutes. And right here, I just stained these pieces. I'm using some half beads that I ordered off of Amazon, but you can find those at our local crafting stores. I think Dollar Tree's even carrying them now, if I'm not mistaken, but I could very well be mistaken. And I just did them, I stained them with my burnt umber, and I love the color contrast here. I used the plaster paint by Waverly, and I'm glad I did, because initially I was going to go with the white, and I'm like, no, because I'm going to do the crackle effect, which I didn't end up doing. It still worked out very nice, and I didn't do any distressing here, just because I want to be able to transition this piece throughout each season, or at least make it just one piece that I can put up anytime, and it doesn't stand out as just being winter or Christmas. What I'm doing right here is I'm using one of the larger tower tumbling blocks that you pick up from Five Below, and I'm using that as my spacer and lever. But of course, you guys know it still came out crooked. I left that, I deleted that part out, but I did go back and adjust it because it was leaning. I'm like, come on, man, we've been doing good so far, but I wouldn't be May if I didn't, have something really wonky going on. But I adjusted it, and it came together. And also, I just screwed in the handle. I didn't do anything special. I just had a little hand drill that I picked up from Walgreens a couple years ago for like $20, and it works perfectly for me. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I drilled it in, but yeah, there it is. It's like really tiny and lightweight for your hands, and it's not very loud, so I like using that for little things like this. And then I'm just affixing those half beads to the corners, and guys, this looked so pretty. And I just loved it. I'm like, okay, girl, I see you, May. I see you, girl. Then I had these laser cutout works from the fall that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I really love the blessed. I love the color contrast here. And so I was like, this will work. This will work, girl. This will work. Y'all see I put my sweatshirt on right there because it had got chilly. Okay. I was like, okay, hot flashes, where are you at when I need you? It was cold. So what I'm doing here is I took one of the smaller tower tumbling blocks and I took one of these holly leaves and put it on. It is I can't think of the material, but you guys see what it is. And I had picked that up from Walmart, and I didn't put a lot of hot glue on it just because, again, if I want to remove it and put something else, I could do it easily. So I only used hot glue there and just a little dab. So next I'm taking this plaque that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm taking a piece of this paper that I got from TDS Designs, which is the DIY struggle. My girl Brandy sent these over for me to try out, and I absolutely love them. This is only my second time using them, and guys, when I tell you this paper goes on like butter, I said it the last time I used it. I'm like, okay, you selling me on this. Not that she was trying to. She's just absolutely phenomenal at doing decoupage. I truly admire her, and I felt like it was just so sweet of her to send these to me. And look how gorgeous that is. All it is, it says Merry Christmas, as you can see there, and it has a little lantern, but how detailed and how stunning and vibrant it is. Like, I really love her paper. I cannot wait to create other things with it. So always and forever, thank you, Brandy, for sharing this with me. And it's very affordable, guys. Again, it's TDS Designs, and it is the DIYstruggle.com if you want to go check her out, her website. And you know, it's worth it. Like, the sheets are huge. You get so many projects for a really small price, but I definitely love working with her products. So kudos to you, Brandy girl. And I'm just sanding it down right here, guys. I'm using my little finger sander, tearing away the excess. And what I'm going to do after is I'm just going to go ahead and distress around the sides and add a bit of jute twine to it, and a few other embellishments. So I'll just let you guys watch that because it goes by pretty fast. It did not take me long at all to do these projects, the final 3. So I'll just let you guys watch that, and we'll be back in a second. Here I'm going in with some paper flowers that I picked up from Michael's, guys. And when I tell you, I think this little piece, this sign, is just gorgeous. It's so simple, yet so pretty and vibrant at the same time. And it just would make the perfect shelf sitter. You guys know I love shelf sitters, desktop decor, mantle decor. I love all that little stuff, little knick-knacky-ish stuff. So yes, I love this, Brandy. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I love it. Absolutely phenomenal. So once I add that jingle box to the back to create a stand. This project is done. Moving on to our final project of today, guys. I grabbed this, well, I had it actually in my stash, this long plank sign, plank blank sign, or blank blank sign. I had it, and then I took, I had two of these bushes that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I painted them in the fern green and the crimson red by Waverly, and I'm going to leave the plank as it is. I wanted to go for kind of a retro feel for Christmas, like retro colors for Christmas, and I really like this. I felt like that brown gave me that bark look for a tree, you know. I don't know if I'm making sense with that, but that's where it went. And then the vibrant red and green colors just really took me back to like the 1960s, 1970s Christmas for whatever reason. And once I put them together, I'm just gluing them together with hot glue. I don't think I used a heavier duty adhesive for this. I don't think I needed it, but if I did, it would have been the Quick Hold by A6000. And then I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree bows. I'm gonna remove that, you know, the embellishments that was on there. And then I'm just going in the middle, and that's it for this sign. It says Merry Christmas on the bow, guys. That's pretty much it for this sign. I thought it was super cute, but it did, I needed to cover up the holes on all the sides, so I painted the half beads in that same color, and I applied them to the corners and to the two leaf signs that had the hole in them. And guys, this is it. This is truly it. It's so cute. I think it's so cute, guys. You gotta let me know what you're thinking. All right, now our final project of the day. I had this gorgeous napkin in my stash. It was only one I had in there. Absolutely stunning. I love the colors on this. I love the color contrast, and I was like, I want to do something with it. I want to make a sign with this one as well. And I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys. That was our whole theme of today. We're making the Christmas signs. So what I did was cut it in fours. Now I'm just taking my water pen and I'm just outlining it as carefully as I possibly can, just to not disturb the actual main part of the picture. And once I get around to that, or get around that, I will go ahead and stain the board with the same burnt umber stain, and then I will start applying the Mod Podge, and that's it. And then I'll add in some more embellishments, of course. So once I get my Mod Podge down, I just go in with my sponge and just dab to eat up any of that excessive glue that may have seeped out, and also to make sure it is getting well into the creases of this board. And that's what you see me tearing away there. And then I'm going to go in with another one of these holly plants or leaves, and affix that to the middle. And that's it, guys. I'm adding in the leaves that came with it off of the first one and this one, and I really love this. Now I know the napkin is not popping that much, but it still looks really pretty. It really does. I'm kind of thinking I should have probably added some lights here, but in real sight it actually looks really nice. You can see it a lot more. And here is our Merry Christmas sign. Look at that, from the TDS collections. Yes ma'am, I'm available for it. Is that not the prettiest thing you've ever seen? I know it's probably not, but it's pretty though. And here is our little, I don't even know what to call it, just a bow sign, a bowberry sign, like Burberry, but bowberry. And here is our blessed farmhouse door, guys. Let me know if any of these were your favorite, how you felt about them. Is it anything that you would attempt to recreate? Let me know that too. Or if it's like, oh no, May, I would never. Let me know that too. And to my girl Jenny, thank you so much for riding with me, girl. I appreciate you each and every single time, in front of the screen and behind. I do love collaborating with you guys. So don't forget to check out her playlist in my description box below and tell her I said hello. And also don't forget, Lovies, to subscribe if you haven't done so. Share the video if you haven't already done so. Everything I ask of you guys is 100% free. It just helps my channel out so much when you do that. And either way, hugs and kisses until the next video.